What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Narcissistic Parenting Disorder. Like narcissistic personality disorder is basically a person who has a grandiose view of themselves and their efforts. They always need attention. They can't take criticism, and they lack empathy. Had to think about it, right? And a sense of entitlement. And the things that we see in society from adults, in my opinion, stem from a narcissistic parent disorder, because this stuff didn't come from nowhere. People's sense of entitlement came from the way that they were parented, where the world owes you something because you're special, just because you're here and you're alive, and that means, you don't have to work as hard as other people. You deserve everything. You deserve the world, and it's not about what you deserve; it's about what you earn. And a lot of times people parent in a way that they tell their children that their children are better than other people, and they look for reasons to say, oh, you're better because we have more money, or you're better looking, or you have more friends. It's just any kind of thing to create a caste system, because a narcissistic parent thinks they're better than other people because they feel like they're entitled, or they've gotten places because of their narcissism, and they feel entitled. Like, this is part of the culture with the everybody gets a trophy. That comes from narcissistic parents who think their children need to be recognized, because one of the things about being narcissistic and having narcissistic personality disorder is you always want attention. You're attention seeking. You're a thirst trap waiting to happen. You need somebody to validate you and tell you you're the best type of stuff, right? So what winds up happening is you teach these kids that the world revolves around them. Everybody needs to look at them and pay attention to them and give them all the praise in the world and tell them how great they are. And the minute they walk into a room, they just own the room because just they showed up. And, it's this false pseudo confidence that it works for some people, but most people it doesn't. And you build these kids up on this idea that, that's why we have a culture where, how important I am stems from how many likes I get, how many views, how many shares, how many people told me I was great, blah, 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 blah. How many people gas me up? That lets you know how important I am. And that stems from narcissistic parents who live and thrive off of attention. Since they think attention is currency, they parent their kid to think attention is currency when it's not. The other thing about that is the grandiose view of themselves and their efforts. Because I got a lot of likes means I'm doing something. When, no, that just means you got a lot of likes. That doesn't mean you're doing anything. That doesn't mean you actually achieved anything. And when you have a grandiose view of yourself, you think your work tops everybody else's work, even if you can see somebody outworking you. Your efforts are maximum and everybody else's is marginal. And you see that in society where somebody did all the heavy lifting and somebody come up, well, I brought this water so it's even. I did just as much as you. No, no, no. And you have a society of people like that, you know, who think their presence is charity. Because they had narcissistic parents who beat it into their head that presence was charity. Like, you know, people were manipulative. I worked so hard to get you where you are. You don't understand. What did you do? I made you who you are today. What did you... Okay, you taught them... You taught that child the skills that they have today to be successful? Is that what you did? Like, I can understand that. Did you... Are they progressing in life because of your legacy and the trail that you blazed? I can see that. But no. Just because I fed them and I put clothes on their back and they're related to me, I did all the work. When you outsourced your whole parenting ability as far as preparing your child for life to everybody else. So you didn't do much, but you want to say you did everything. And then you got kids grow up to be adults who swear they're doing something when they're not doing anything. You know, that's a big problem. Big problem. And part of that is also, you can't tell them nothing because that's part of having narcissistic personality disorder. You can't take criticism. And that's crazy. Because this is where you get the culture, you can't judge me, you can't tell me anything. You know, you hurt my feelings. What? You know, I'm trying to tell you things that you need to know to be better. But who are you to tell me? Nobody can tell me anything. Okay. And you deal with parents like that. Your child's acting up. Nobody's going to tell me my child's acting up. Nobody's going to say, my child is not a bully. It's these other kids' problem. Shifting the blame because you're a narcissistic person yourself. And it's never your fault either. You can never get disciplined for your action. Your kids acting like this because of how you parent them. This is no, I didn't do anything. You can't tell me anything. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the situation. You did this, and this, and it's created this, and this, and this child does this, and this because of that. No, you're just hating. Okay. Your narcissistic parenting created a narcissistic child. And we got a narcissistic culture because of that. You know, that's what it is. But people don't want to say that. You know, I don't know why, but people don't want to say that. So what ends up happening is you're dealing in a situation where people have issues, big issues, because they can't deal with anything. They can't deal with their own problems. They can't deal with life. And then there's the lack of empathy. You know, narcissistic people want the world to revolve around them, but they don't care about the world. And that's how parents are who are narcissistic. Even the child has to revolve around them, but they don't care about the child. So they want you to fall in line with all of their issues and their problems and come to their rescue. But if you ask the same of them, you're on your own. You know, I don't care about your feelings because why should your feelings matter? Because, you know, this is about me. It's not about you. And this also happens with the children as they grow older, you know. And these parents teach these behaviors, and these behaviors became the culture that we live in. You know, you as an adult, you get tired of your parents trying to manipulate you because they were narcissistic in the first place. you get tired of your parents trying to take credit for things that they didn't do. You know, if it wasn't for me, you would have never graduated school. Whoa. You didn't pay for it. You didn't want to pay for it. You didn't help me in kind of classes. You didn't help me in high school learn. You didn't help me do anything. All you did was tell me I'm grown and get out the house. That's it. So how you going to take credit for the work that I put in? You know, if it wasn't for me, you know, you would never been born. Yeah, okay. All right. You're right. You got me on that one. But what else did you do along the way? You know, if it wasn't for me sending you to your family members' houses and them making a better life for you, you know, you wouldn't be living where you at. That still don't have nothing to do with you. You know, your parents will tell you, you know, you're better than this person. You're better than that person. Why? Just because you're cute. You're cuter than them. Is it because I'm smarter than them? No. Is it because I work harder than them? No. Because narcissistic parents, you know, have that sense of entitlement. You know, I showed up and I took a picture to remind you all the good times we had, but you never told me nothing real. You never showed me anything real. You never taught me any skills. What we talking about here? You know, it's different. So I think a lot of times, though we're talking about adults and young adults who are narcissistic people, we forget that they come from narcissistic parenting. So that's my thoughts on that. We out.